Welcome back. We continue the Shiurim in the Garden of Emunah. We are under the subsection Hakol Tov, everything is good. The rabbi brings down the words of Rabbi Natan Sternhartz, who was the biggest Talmid, the greatest Talmid of Rabbi Nachman of Breslov, who's his Yortzeit today on the fourth day of Sukkot. And much of what we're learning comes from his principles. And one of the biggest impact of Rav Nachman was teaching the simplicity of Yahadut and Yiddishkeit and what really serving Hashem really, really is. And the possibility that it's for everyone. Like Emunah in this level, of course, it's going to bring a person to work on Hashem, but the simplicity that just Hakol Tova, there's simple things about Judaism that we complexify and we make complicated. So the rabbi brings down Rav Nosson Zal, where he explains like this: Ki be'emet, im hayu hakol ma'aminim tamid baboreh she'hakol tova. If everybody would believe in Hashem constantly, that everything is good, ve'hayu notnim shevach v'hodaya tamid leboreh, and they would constantly praise and thank Hashem ben betov ben bera, whether it's good or bad. Certainly the nullification of all kol hatzarot v'kol ha'astarot al or haboreh legamre, that everything that's having difficulty and everything that's covering God would be completely disappeared. Ukvar haya ha'adam nig'al mikol yisurav, and the person would be saved and redeemed from all his problems in the world. Be'ofen prati, in a specific way, v'chol ha'olam haya kvar nig'al, and the entire world would have been redeemed from all the difficulties and all the problems that it has and all the wars, and there would be a complete geula. We see from here that just the Hakol Tova, even if nobody does anything else, meaning even if a guy is still sinning, even if a guy is not where he should be, but he accepts everything with ahava from Hashem, that has already has given the person a Yeshua, and he's living a much, much better life, that guy. Why? Because just his own tormenting in his own mind of how much he has to get back, and jealousy and I can't believe those people, and he sits there and torments himself about what other people are doing to him. But when he says, no, it's Hakol Tova, and it's Hashem, it's Hakol Tova, that already he's living a better life. We see that, we could understand he's living a better life, and he also gets a better life from Hashem. Hashem gives him a better life as well. Right? Because most of what Hashem's trying to do is to get us back on the path. And if Hashem's trying to get us back on the path, then we need difficulties, we need troubles, we need things not to go the way we think they should go or the way whatever. And we are constantly having difficulties. So now if we are already talking to Hashem and we already stand this all from Him, and it's Hakol Tova, that already takes away, because you're doing what He wants you to do. Because what's the purpose of the creation? What are you here for? You're here to know that Hashem is the ruler. That's why Hashem created the world. This is exactly why Hashem created the world. There was one time, to illustrate this, what we're discussing here, where a completely irreligious person could have emunah and have a great life just because he's doing that. Because he's living the Hakol Tova, he's living the thank you Hashem. And it's tried and tested. Why do you think all these groups came up? Thank you, Hashem. And like us, Mabaref, everything is the same thing. It's surrounded by the same thing. Somebody saw, somebody tasted, and now they want to give it to other people because it's such an unbelievable gift. So a completely irreligious person comes over to the rabbi at one of his at one of his talks, and he tells the rabbi that, I live emunah, and everything you say is 100% true. And he said, okay. and living the Hakol Tova, everything got better. So many things fixed in my life. It's unbelievable. And I had to come and tell you this. So the rabbi is in awe, and he's like, okay, he sees this completely irreligious person. So he asked him, how'd you get to this emunah, this level of emunah? So he said, it just occurred to me one day, I don't know why, I picked up the book of Eob, and I was reading through the story, and it came to the part where Eob was suffering for a very, very long time. His wife started to, get involved and try to be the Yetzer Hara, and she said, maybe you should start to ask Hashem, what he's doing here, and you're a Navi, you talk to him, maybe, figure out what's going on here. So he answers her back, we accepted the good. Don't we also have to accept the bad? And when he saw that message, it took it to heart. And he realized that we have to thank Hashem. It's all the good we have in our life, everything that we have is all from him, the good and the bad. And when we really look at our overall, how much good is there? There's mamash so much good. But we see that a person could be not religious and live emunah and have a better life. The two things hopefully will bring us to the ultimate, because the more we're living with Hashem and the more we're talking to Hashem and the more we're understanding that it's all from him, we'll automatically want to do more with Ratzon Hashem. And Bezat Hashem, hand in hand, we'll be able to become a very, very good children and servants to Hashem, and hopefully show in the world that Hashem is the one true ruler, and will be zocher to the Geulah Shlema. So, Moadim L'Simcha, Tezkulu Shnim Rabot, and Hakol Tov.